is Apostle Ely. Thank you so much for joining us on way back from Miami, doing trying to restock for my platform and candles and stuff. If this is your first time in my live, my name is Apostle Ely. I'm the apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. To all of those that are following me, as you're being notified that I'm live, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, the stuff that you guys have been doing and your support and many of my clientele. I got some stuff in store for you guys. To all of you guys that are still struggling with your belief in magic, I want to say first of all, hello to my madrina, also to my padrino, to my brothers and sisters in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, whether you're in Santeria, whether you a mystic Ajay, whether you a Kabbalist, you know, whether you're a shamanist, I'm all with it, you understand? Everybody got a different call and purpose on this earth plane. What's up there, Daniel Gregory, my Aquarius from Alabama. Then I got my baby Keish in the house smoking a little cigar for the ancestors. But I wanted to come on, share some stuff, y'all, especially what we're going to be talking about later this evening. But I want to talk about protection work from good intentions, okay? And a lot of times when it comes to spirituality, and no matter what your practice, what's up there, Karen O'Brien, my Gemini, and then I got my Cheesecake Factory Gemini. What's up there, baby? Smoking some cigar for ancestors. But to all of you guys that that really want to understand magic and spirituality, and I thought about this because I run across this a lot, especially in the black church. Now, to all of my brothers and sisters that came up in the church, this gonna resonate. If you left the church and you don't want to ever deal with the church no more, this still resonate, because we all done been touched by this particular statement, and this has caused a lot of problems. And because most of us feel because our intentions were good means that our actions are good. No, good intentions don't necessarily result in good action. You know, you can be intending to protect your daughter but ruin her relationship. Good intention. You can be out here doing spell work trying to protect somebody and actually cause chaos. Good intention does not always result in good action. And the reason why I say this, if your intention is not rooted in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, then it can be misguided. Because a lot of people think it's all about, because I intend to be a good parent, I intend to go to work. Just because you intend to go to work don't mean you're going to make it to work. You understand? I had church. Oh, thank you. Let me say, I think that when it comes down to a lot of people, they really believe, because what's up, Mama Susan Gemini in the house? Just because you got good intentions does not equate or give you the right to say certain things. Like somebody said, well, I was just trying to help. If you're trying to help with our insight, with our wisdom, with our understanding, with our clarity, as they say, you don't even know the flavor of the Kool-Aid, how positive can your good intention be? What's up, Chastity, my Leo? On a Monday, as above, so below. I talk like this because a lot of us really feel that because our intention were not evil. You know, that's like the whole purpose of getting insurance. I shouldn't say the whole purpose, but mainly the purpose of having insurance is for accidents. What's up there, Karen Cartwright? What's up, baby? I'm down here. I'm actually leaving Lauderdale. I left Miami. I had to get candles from Miami. Then I had to go get some stuff from some crystals from Lauderdale, and now I'm headed back home. What's up there, Harry? She said, say it loud. Now, the reason I want to say this, guys, is because if a lot of times if people don't bring things to your awareness, then you can't really learn and seeing where your good intentions don't actually cause a problem. You know, we have this other saying, especially growing up in the household, trying to keep peace. A lot of y'all trying to keep peace is causing more confusion. I know that God is not the author of confusion, but when you're keeping peace is peace breaking, that's not real peace. This is what I believe in definitions. I don't care if you're an Ifa, Voodoo. I don't care if you don't ever practice Santeria, Lukumi, Apollo. You need to understand some things apply to everybody. And there's too many people in all of these practices I hear with good intention. You know what I'm saying? You started out with good intention, but then you got jealous along the way. You got envious along the way. You realized the amount of work it was going to take to bring that thing to pass. So your good intention changed. I need y'all to get that. Good intentions cause accidents. Most people that are sound and in their right mind do not get up in the morning, get in their vehicle to go and have an accident. Huh? No, nobody in their right mind just get up and want to put themselves in a harm's way. A lot of arguments, a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of people end up casting spells and preying on people come from having good intention. Your good intention was to touch and agree with your friend for what she was going through. The problem is you did not discern that your friend was lying. Even though your intentions were good, now you are partaking on cursing somebody that didn't do nothing to your friend just trifling and petty, and now she wants somebody to support her in her spiritual endeavor, okay? Your good intention still reap something negative at somebody else, even though your intention was to be there for your friend. Good intention don't always mean good. And I think too many people intend to do good and don't realize what it really takes to be good or do the good that they claim they want to do. You cannot do good to your brothers and sisters outside of knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You can't do good by people outside of their permission. I don't care how much a healer I am, deliverer I am, how much of a seer I am. You as a grown man or grown woman have no business inviting yourself in other people's situations and circumstances without their permission. I don't care how good your intentions are. You might think you got the answer to their problem, but they didn't ask you. I'm going to say that again. You might have the answer, or you may think you have the answer. And even if you have the answer, they didn't ask you. Your good intention to bring them to the level of clarity is still creating a problem because they're not ready to receive from you. Okay? Good intention does not mean that you have the wisdom to understand the condition by which some man or woman may be in. You are not paying attention to what kind of circumstances or state of mind that they're in. Yes, good intention, you want to help, huh? The bad thing about it is you don't realize they don't want your help. They just want your money. They just want your time. They just want your goodies. They don't want your help. But they will disguise that in because you like to say, my intention was to help him or her. A part of being grown is to take responsibility. If my children do not ask me for my input, I do not give it. When they were in my house, I spoke my piece. I didn't care what they said. But when they got grown, they didn't have to tell me about the boundary. I knew that this is the thing about good intention. Because you lie about your intention after when you realize you're wrong. Okay? If you really trying to grow in these spiritual endeavors, you got to pay attention to what it's going to take for you to be able to do what you do. What's it going to take for you to be able to be somebody's friend? One part of the scripture say, you want a friend, show yourself friendly. I feel like people don't value friends because they think friends are somebody that got to agree with you all the time, or friends somebody got to always be there for you because you in a need. The Bible say that a friend stick closer than a brother. God called Abraham his friend. I'm trying to show you the mindset of a lot of people of you think that everybody that's good for you are the people that are there for you to do what you want to do, instead of understanding a part of being good to somebody is also standing against them when they doing stuff that is contrary to their destiny or their well-being. Staying ignorant. Being slothful, being willfully misguided. You can have all the good intentions, like, oh, I want to practice root work. I want to practice Santeria. I want to practice. You got good intention, but you realize the people in front of you are racist. You realize the people that are in front of you that you're trying to learn from are homophobic. You do realize that these people, this woman that you try to learn from, that she is a feminist and she don't have no regard for a man. Like, if you think your good intentions gonna override people and their personalities and how they live their life, you're gonna find yourself in a lot of hurtful situations. And all I be trying to get people to do is think, because I believe that universally, the more people awaken and start taking responsibility for their ashe, their mental health, their financial health. I share so much information to help people get healed. I share so much information for people to have better relationships. I share a lot of free stuff. And I still have people running around here taking their time as though they got all the time in the world. You don't know what tomorrow holds. I'm a type of person like that. I learned from my mom that Virgo stuff. If you decide as a grown man or woman to put off today for tomorrow, and when tomorrow comes, you have calamity, that is nobody's problem. You need to do every day God allow you to wake up, whether God is divine mother or divine father, wake up, ancestors, all of that. You should be doing everything you could do to bring the reality by which you want to live until you leave this earth plane. Every day I get up, what can I do to get closer to my goal? What can I do to get myself closer to what I'm trying to achieve? What can I adjust about self? The reason why most people are frustrated, because in their good intention, they want to correct everybody but themselves. They want everybody to make the adjustments but themselves. And they spend their money, their time, and their energy trying to make somebody else have the ideas or the opinions of other folks. These are the things. These are the things that I try to express to people that are out here in these spiritual streets. When you go into somebody and from as they say, from the point of geo, from the get-go, you have the intention of getting you some help. You have the intention of getting you some knowledge. You have an intention of getting you some support. Okay? Now you have to ask yourself these questions. If I want things better in my life, am I going to accept this person for who they are? And if this person is going to remain, am I willing to coexist with them and settle for that vibration of frequency? And when I say settle, this has nothing to do with less them and more you. Has nothing to do with that. If, in good intention, I realize economically, that's why when you ain't a smoker, you shouldn't be smoking. When you economically say, you know what, I don't want to live in this reality. The first question you got to ask, okay, can I generate this money on my own without the assistance of a job? Can I start my own business? Do I have the capacity? All this talking about they won't give me a loan, nobody want to invest in me. No. This is how we get to the frustration, get mad with mama, daddy, brother, sister, because you want people to, without you proving yourself, to just invest in you wildly. You have no evidence of this, and you want somebody to blindly just support your dream. Well, if everybody had it like that, then we all would be good. We all know that ain't true. That ain't reality, okay? Everybody ain't got a Fred Trump in their life. And no shade to Fred Trump and Donald Trump, because if I had like that, I'd be doing it too. So I ain't judging. Okay? But my thing is, a part of why I say you need protection, because if you're in relationship with people that are spiritual and they can have a good intention of helping you, but they're not helping you. They can have good intentions of supporting you, but they're really not supporting you. I always tell people, according to life cycle, we go from dependent, independent to interdependent. Look it up. Some of y'all want to be independent. Good intention. But independent calls for solidarity. Solitude, I should say it. Now you run around telling everybody you got to fix, ain't nobody there for you, but you want to be independent. You don't want to be dependent on nobody. You should always be dependent on God or divine source. Always. That should never change. But we go through these cycles constantly. All right. Then the other person say, you know what? I want support. But in getting support, you can't go around say you self-made billionaire. Good intention, bad mathematics. Interdependent. This is the person that want everybody pouring into their investment. The village, take a village, this is what they preach. Take a village to raise the child. All right? But the problem with that, you don't want to pay no homage to the village. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be out here because you're doing hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Kuma, Congo, Palo. You know Gabriel, Michael Uriah, Raphael, Hannah, Papa Legba, Ezeli Dontor, Ezeli Frita, Bozo. Just because you do voodoo, Santeria, OBO work, conjure, ancestors, at the end of the day, universal laws apply to all of us. And when y'all trying to grow and trying to develop and trying to utilize magic from a perspective that's actually going to help other people, you got to think. My good intention don't necessarily mean good outcome. Especially when I ain't sat down and count up the cost. I want to talk about something today, but I don't want to get ahead of myself today. Stop trying to do too much. Stop trying to do too much when you have too little to offer. Stop trying to do too much when you don't have enough knowledge about what you're trying to do, or you don't have the strength, or you don't have the economics, or you don't have the drive. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to fulfill dreams, goals on. But at some point in your life, you got to look back at your life and say, like I told my church, listen, if I don't build my church in my 50s, it won't get built. Because I'm not finna spend my 60s trying to build no church. You understand? I'm 50 years old. I got 10 years to bring this. You understand? No, ain't nobody got to tell me, because I ain't gonna, listen, and my son on here, I've never obligated my children, because that's my vision, my dream, what God gave me. So they couldn't live their life because I got a church, or I got a business, or I got this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is where I ain't just talking about children, I'm talking about relationship. A lot of you guys get out here and you don't obligate other people that you ain't talked to about. You ain't tell nobody in the family you want to run to be the president. You ain't say nothing to the wife, you ain't say nothing to the husband, you ain't say to mama. You gonna jump out there, but you done already mapped them and added them into your formula. They just don't know they're part of the formula. Huh? You gonna go to fight, but you done already incorporated them in the fight. They have not been informed yet. As they say, they ain't got a certified letter spiritually. Hey, you know they incorporate. See, when you're a wise person, you can tell when somebody done, the way they talking, because I'm looking at certain people, I say, they talking, wait a minute. She don't know, she don't fight like that spiritually. She ain't got that kind of protection. She talking like she me. I'm just kept listening. I'm listening to what she's saying to this person, saying to that person, doing it. All of a sudden, wait a minute. I didn't co-sign for you out here talking as though I done co-signed to protect you like that. When did we sit down and do a blood pact and say that I'm going to do X, Y, Z? Oh, you say you love. In me loving you, where did I agree that I was going to be out here while you making petty fights and situations, that I was going to be cleaning up your mess? Because that stuff take time, money, and energy. When did I sign up? Good intention, bad outcome. Let me tell y'all something. It ain't nothing wrong with you want anything in this universe has to offer. What the problem is, your good intention. You ain't sat down and realized what it gonna really cost you. You wanna be somebody's friend, what it gonna cost you? You wanna be somebody's lover, what it gonna cost you? You wanna be somebody's godchild, my dream. Let me tell you, on this journey, the only besides God, the only reason why I think that I have not gotten into as much problems as a lot of people on the spiritual journey, because my mom taught me very young in my life, it's you are responsible for you. You don't sit there and make decisions off of my dime. My mama cussed me out when she said, this is my MFing money. You don't get mad at me, boy. I do with my money. I got that from home. And when I go after something, I don't be thinking about other people. Because the moment you incorporate other people, people got a right to change their mind. People got a right to have other things that they want to do with their time, energy, and resource. And if you building your dream vision based off of people that are not, they are not committed to you or guaranteed to roll with you like that, baby, y'all good intention gonna cause y'all a lot of heartache. And you're gonna be mad with a whole lot of people, honestly, you shouldn't be mad with. Huh? That's why I tell you guys about study. I give out free information. A lot of you guys are upset with people. Let me tell you something. If I can't count on you to trust you, I sure can't count on you to trust. I can't do it with me. If you don't think enough of you, if you let your dream die, you do it. I already know mine. It's poof. That's my Monique 444 counsel. Did I run out of? In magic, y'all, before you start speaking, before you start lighting, before you got to really do the homework when it comes to your intention. And most of us know our intentions are not pure. We say stuff to try to convince other people to assist us. But we'll say things like, let us get this done, when it really is about you. Because you're going to get mad after a while because it ain't. I have people, oh, this our house. How this our house when you hollering about you the boss? Ours means ours. My mom owned some property and all their names were on it. They all had equal say. Ours mean we all got equal say. There's a difference. A lot of us, when we want people to get on our bandwagon, we deceive people like it's a us thing, when you know truly certain, ma'am, it's a you thing. Because if them people knew that was all about you, they would let you have all of that and you do you. But that ain't the truth. And that's what I tell y'all about them good intent. Listen, I know that sometimes people don't intend to hurt you, that love you, but they're going to hurt you. People that got good intent don't intend to disappoint you, but they're going to disappoint you. Because everybody got their own life energy and ideas. You understand? Good intention. Why would that affect my conjure? Huh? You pray for a position, you start making some money, all of a sudden your attitude change. Let me tell y'all something. You might not want to hear this. Some people broke. God got you broke to save your life. The poverty in your life is keeping you living. Because if he ever give you a good $500 or $600, $3,000 or $4,000, the attitude that will come out of you will make somebody kill you about a couple dollars. Some of y'all done got lawsuits. Some of y'all done got breakthroughs on your job, your companies and stuff. And that lift where you can breathe a little bit, it don't went clamped to your head. You talking is reckless. You would think you were Donald Trump 10 times. You got a refund check, can't nobody tell you nothing. Huh? You done put the man out, you done put the children out, you done put the dogs out, you done cuss your mom out. Cause you done got a government, you done got a refund check. I'm just being real with y'all. Spirituality, the reason why y'all see a lot of tomfoolery has a lot to do with people with good intention. And it ain't just good intention on the elders' part, it's also good intention on the students' part. Because a part of being a student, you got to understand you're there to learn. And there's too many people that claim to be students doing too much talking and teaching. Huh? Too many people that claim to be a student. They only hide behind the student so they don't have to be responsible for what come out of their mouth, so they think. But they really think they know what they're talking about. Because if you really thought you were a student, you wouldn't be talking in class. I'm smoking. Let me burn this again. I'm gonna smoke to that one. How in the world you can't get nobody no A, you can't get nobody no F, but you right here teaching? And you gonna hide behind good intention. But if something happened with that student, you're not gonna take responsibility. The real teacher gonna have to take responsibility and accountability. I say this when it comes down to magic and spirituality. If you don't have nobody that's going to be honest with you, and that honesty has a lot to do with being able to say stuff that you're not going to want to hear, don't get into any of these ATRs. Because if I can't tell you the truth, it's not worth me investing in you. That's not just me. That's anybody. I don't care if they're E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo. And let me say this to some of y'all, because this need to be said too. Stop trying to act like you're such a good person. I am so sick and tired of all y'all good people. Y'all hide behind I'm a good person with nasty attitudes, with control issues, with abandonment issues. How can you be such a good person doing so much effed up stuff? It's not that you're a good, because if you were doing it from the goodness of your heart, there's no strings attached. Why you got an attitude about what you did if it came from your heart, if you such a good person? Why you don't try to turn your godchildren and try to turn the community against a person if you such a good person? What's up, Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Praise God. I want to talk to y'all good people with a good intention. Good people with good intention. Y'all assholes. That's the one I want to talk to. How you so good? Jesus said ain't nobody good but the Father, the divine mother. Ain't nobody. Listen. Good people with good hearts don't go around causing mischief for other people because other people grown decide to do something different. I'm going to use my son as an example, because if I talk about my house, you swear I'm talking about your house. So charity started at home. So let me go on charity. My son know that that was not my desire for him to go to California, but he grown. Now, the difference between me and y'all, and a lot of y'all good people, I did not try to block him. I didn't try to hinder him. And then when I could, I assisted. Because if I truly love him, he got a right to live his life how he want to live his life. And if I'm going to be his parent, I'm going to be his parent, whether up close or at a distance. I believe once a parent, always a parent. But a lot of y'all good people, if people don't do what you want, how you want to, all of a sudden we become the problem. You good, we no good. But you good. But you out here praying prayers in the name of Jesus. You out here doing stuff in the name of the Orishas, the Loas, doing all this dirty work, trying to bring your child and make your child life hard so you can be right with your good self, with your good heart. I remember my son telling my middle boy, with your good heart, doing all this crap with your good heart. How you such a good person? I disagree with you, and now I got to go. I see it different. Now all of a sudden, listen, live your life however you want to. I'm just telling you, I deal with people all the time. Been doing this stuff since I was a child. I'm 50 years old. I've been behind the scene. I've been in front of the scene. I done been on the. You're not gonna. You can't. I don't care. I get tired of hearing that. You're not a good person, huh? You fed a couple people. That don't make you a good person. You might have had a sale on chicken and got some. Who knows? Who really knows how good you really are until your goodness get tested? Y'all, we all say God is good, and we won't go to his house. We won't support him, huh? We ignore his signs, his wonders and miracles, and we'll give other people credit for the things he's done, and we'll turn around and say God is good all the time, all the time. God is good. We'll do it. So if they're doing it to Jesus, Yahshua, the Emmanuel, and they call him the good shepherd, huh? They say God's so good, they're lying his name. They say God's so good, they're robbing. Will a man rob me? Yes, he will. He didn't even let you finish the sentence. He finished it for you. All y'all good people, y'all gonna hurt a lot of people, because you can't see your wrong for trying to be so good. You can't see when you don't cross that boundary trying to be good, huh? When you trying to be so good that you realize that ain't none of your business. You can still have your opinion, good person, but that ain't none of your business. And remember, good-hearted people, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Good-hearted people. Y'all with that good intention, y'all better be praying. Protect yourself from them good people. Protect yourself from them good intention people. Because they goodness going to cause you to cry many days. Huh? When you that good, you can't see no wrong. I strive to do right by people. I try to treat people. That don't make me good. Tell Pastor, you so good. You act like I do that for everybody. I help who help me. That ain't good. Ain't that so? Good intention. Y'all got me out here smoking a cigar. We got to do, listen. I'm going to go on in here. I want to get on here. And because I know that you can't tell yourself this kind of truth, but I'm going to help you on today. Pray and ask Spirit answer to protect you from good intention. When I say good intention, people that intend, they're going, because they're blinded by their good intention, they're not going to ask questions. They're not going to try to get clarity. And they're going to feel that they're doing what's right for you when it's none of their business unless you invited them in a situation. You wanting the best for your child is one thing. You interfering in their life is a whole different picture. You telling somebody what's good for them and you trying to run their life are two different things. A lot of times people like, Apostle Eli, I trust you. You can tell me, listen, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to give you an information. Let me tell y'all something. I was raised by a Virgo. Let me tell y'all this. And hear me when I say this. If you make a mistake in your life that we call the mistake, make sure it's your mistake. I don't care how bad it is. You can live with your mistake. But if you make a mistake based on what I say, you hear me? Then that's a whole nother chapter. I can live with what I did. It's hard to digest. I did that because I listened to you. Good counsel is one thing, but you got to make the decision. Good insight is one thing, but you got to make the determination. All right? I hope this helped y'all. That's some guest Dream said the road to hell is paid with good intention, or however the saying goes. I know that's right. That's a great point. I appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. I'm gonna come on later on. I gotta go ahead and get something to eat, and I'm gonna do a live tonight, do some magic and stuff. But listen, we got to grow up. It's too many children out here that's of age. It is too many children out here. Childishness. And we of age. And I'm talking about in our 50s and 60s and out here acting like the monkey with their good intention, them good-hearted people. I'm with you on that, Trey. All right, peace out there, y'all.